Hello, federal employees. Again, it is so good to spend some time with you today. And thank you for spending your precious time that you could be doing lots of other things than listening to this podcast or watching this video. Thank you for being here and investing in yourself, learning about your benefits, your retirement, and preparing for the future, because that's what life is all about, right? Getting the most out of life, whether it is your benefits at work, whether it's spending time with your family, whatever it is, to do the best we can in them. That's what it's all about. So, congratulations to yourself for being here, to listening and learning. So, today is going to be a very unique piece of content, where today I'm going to talk about why I serve federal employees, how I got into this, because one of the biggest questions, most common questions I get when I'm on the phone, when I'm on Zoom calls with federal employees, one of their first questions is, how'd you get into this? How'd you get into serving federal employees and helping them retire and doing these sort of things, right? And so let's dig right in. Let me give you some background into me, Dallen Haws, my firm, what we do, how we came to do what we do, and all the little details in between. I'll keep it it won't be too long, okay? I won't drone on and on. So let's dig right in. So, a little background on myself. I have a business finance degree, bachelor's degree from ASU, Arizona State University. I live in Arizona, that's where I went to school. I also have an MBA, Master's in Business Administration. And so I've done the whole school thing, got those things. I started this company, this financial planning firm, with my father, actually, who spent 30 years as a FERS federal employee. Imagine that, right? And initially, our intent was not to specifically serve federal employees. We were serving all kinds of different people, just retiring, right? We're helping them plan for retirement with Social Security. All the things that we do for federal employees, we did for a more general audience, right? And then, over time, what naturally happened was we got a few federal employee clients just out of serendipity, I guess, right? And we realized how great federal employee benefits are, federal retirement benefits are. Obviously, my dad had some background there, so that definitely helped. But we also realized how sometimes many federal employees knew that they had benefits, but they didn't know enough to get the most out of them, the best strategies to plan for them, and then moving into retirement, how do you combine them with the other elements, with Social Security and investments and all these things, the other non-federal employee retirement and finance questions. How do we combine that all together and help these federal employees get the most out of their benefits, their retirement, and to retire confident, right? And so over time, it kind of just naturally happened where, wow, there's a huge need here. How do we help federal employees better, right? And so myself, my dad, we became experts in the benefits, right? By first serving federal employees and learning more about what they had. And then over time, I've started a YouTube channel. I started a website. I write for FedSmith. I write for GovExec. I write for a bunch of different websites about the benefits, about how to strategize, how to get the most out of benefits, how things work, how things are structured, all the little nitty-gritty details that I talk about here on the YouTube channel, the podcast, I write about, I talk about all the time. And it all started out by having just a few federal employee clients and helping them through these things, digging in and realizing, wow, there's a great opportunity here to serve federal employees and help them get the most out of their benefits. So that is how I myself, Dallen Haws, got into serving you as federal employees, where there are many financial advisors, financial planning firms in the United States and the world. But the reason that we have decided, hey, we're going to specialize in working with federal employees to help them specifically with their specific needs, specific things, to get the most out of what you have going on in your life to plan for retirement. Because I'm sure many frustrations that many federal employees I have talked to, many frustrations they have said to me was that they talked to many financial planners And the financial planners really didn't understand the TSP. They really didn't understand how the pension works and how if worked a little more, a little less, what would happen, right? They really didn't know the ramifications of all the details on filling out the retirement application, right? They really didn't understand how the FEGLI, the life insurance program, works for federal employees. They just never worked with that sort of thing. And so I'm sure there are many, many great financial planners that these people have talked to, but if they're not familiar with federal benefits, it's very difficult, right? And when we first had our first few federal employee clients, we said, hey, we don't understand this stuff, right? And so we had to dig in deep and become experts. And to know, okay, what is going on with the system? How does the system work and how does this all make sense in a strategy that makes sense for you long-term in retirement? So I bounced around quite a bit, I know, in this conversation. But long story short, that is how we got to where we are now, where we do specialize. We specialize in helping federal employees get the most out of their benefits now and then plan for and execute on a great retirement plan that they're confident in and comfortable with so that they can retire confident, they can lower their taxes, they can get the most out of their investments and live, right? That is our goal, is to make people or give people the ability to live stress-free, where they know things are taken care of, they know they're taken care of, they know their family's taken care of. That's our mission. That's what we do. And every week that I publish podcasts and YouTube videos and articles and all these things, that is all to support the mission of helping federal employees retire confident. Retire in a great financial position that they know that they're going to be okay, right? And regardless of who the next president is or what the market does or the next COVID-19, regardless of all that people can be confident in the future, in their future, in what they do, in their finance decisions, all those things. So regardless if you ever work with me as a client or not, I hope that this content, my articles, the things that I produce for you helps you make better decisions about the future, because if it does, it all becomes worth it. It all becomes worth it. All the work that goes into producing this information, creating it, writing it, all these things to get it to you, it becomes worth it. So hopefully that is helpful. And I hope that if you are serious about planning for retirement, planning for your benefits as a FERS retiree or FERS employee or retiree, that you consider joining the community, whether it's subscribing to the podcast or the YouTube channel or going to my website, being on a newsletter, however you want to get involved, get engaged. It is a great way to start now, to get the most out of your benefits, to start learning, educating yourself, because your decisions are only as good as the information that you have to support them, right? I truly, truly believe that, and have seen it come true time and time again. When we have great information, we can make great decisions. So hopefully, again, that was helpful. I'm done now. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.